YouTube, welcome back to another episode of K-Dub Palace. I'm your host, K-Dub. As you can see, we got the KD jersey on, you know what I'm saying, like KD playing. KD going head-to-head with Curry tonight, and KD going to beat Curry tonight. But I don't really care. To be honest. I just got the jersey on. But, yeah, we got to talk about these All-Stars. So we're going to get right into it. I'm not gonna lie, before we get to that, the WNBA free agency is still going on. So as of right now, Satu Sabali is still making a decision between the Liberty and the Phoenix Mercury. She might go to the Liberty. If she goes to the Liberty, I ain't gonna lie, it's over with. If the Sabali teams up with Sabrina and Brown Stewart, is over with. And Jones, the big man, is over with. And then I also found out that Brianna Jones from the Connecticut Sun, she went to the Atlanta Dream to team up with Brittany Griner. So shout out to all of them. And in about 7 hours, we're gonna see where Sabali signs. But this episode is gonna be really short, 10 minutes max. These All Stars. Let's get into these All Stars. I'm very Now, I don't really care about the All-Star because it's trash now, in my opinion. But it's trash now, in my opinion, and I think they changing the format of the game anyway. So, yeah, I don't really know exactly how All-Star Weekend is gonna turn out, but yeah, we gotta talk about it. So in the East. Jaylen Brown made it. Kate Cunningham made it. Darius Garland made it. Evan Mobley made it. Pascal Siakam made it. Who else made it? Dame made it. I feel like I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting a few players. Tyler Hero made it. Let's talk about the East. Lamelo and Trae Young did not make the All-Star team. My opinion on that. I don't like it. Lamelo was a fan. He was the number one fan voter in guards. This is the first time this has ever happened in history of an All-Star game that a player voted number one didn't make the All-Star team at all. Now I know he's hurt with the ankle right now, but he should be back before All-Star, so I don't know if somebody's going to get hurt from now to All-Star. But if that was to happen, I think LaMelo or Trae Young deserves to be in. Trae Young, he's leading the league in assists. He's averaging 20, no All-Star. LaMelo's averaging 28 points a game, 7 assists, no All-Star. I understand the team is like 12 and I know they're going to win. So the team is 12 and 32. Listen, that's horrible, right? I get it. But if you look at the West, we're going to get to the West. But there's some players in the West whose team is not in the playoffs and they made the reserves. And we're going to get to that. But I don't see Pascal Siakam makes the All-Star team over LaMelo. Evan Mobley makes over Trae Young. Now, I'm finna get into that. Now, I understand Siakam, Evan Mobley. I know their teams are in the playoffs and they're winning, especially Evan Mobley. His team is winning. They're number one. I get it. But I'm thinking about who I would want to watch in the All-Star game. No disrespect, but I'm not trying to watch Siakam, Evan Mobley post up in the whole All-Star game. They get if Mobley and Siakam make the All-Star team, they're gonna get the ball. They're gonna get the ball like in the post probably. We're not trying to watch that. You know what I mean? We want to watch like Trae Young or LaMelo do like a crazy pass, like a crazy shot or something. You're not gonna get that from Siakam or Mobley. So that's my whole thing. Um, like you want the views. Like if y'all don't want the views to be at like right now, like the views are low. Like if you don't want the views to be low, this is a prime example. Like if the viewership is low in the NBA, this is why. You're not giving the fans what they want to see. You're giving the fans what the coaches want to see. They're not getting the views up. Like they're not really like the coaches are not really getting y'all views up. If the fans say they want this and y'all allowing the coaches to take that away from the views and the attention and the excitement of the sport, then the views are hard. Then the views are going to be low every year if you keep putting it in the hands of the coach. Like y'all can't do that. You know what I mean? Like y'all complain, like y'all say like it's clear as day like the views is like nobody's watching basketball right now. Nobody. Everybody's watching like highlights. I'm watching highlights. You know, um, unless like Ja's playing like the Lakers or some or like the Celtics or like the Bucks or something crazy like that. I'm watching highlights like everybody else. Nobody's watching the games. And then the All-Star game is even worse than the games. And now y'all are giving even worse. Y'all are giving us worse entertainment for the All-Star game than what we see in the games. Look at the dunk contest. It's horrible. I only know one person in the whole dunk contest, and that's the Castle. That's Stephon Castle from the Spurs. I know Mac McClung. He's one of the few I know. But is he really the best dunk? Is he really a two-time dunker though? Like dunk champion? If we think about it. Like, yeah, he's had impressive dunks, but come on, bro. This man's he's not even in the league. He's in the G League. Like, bro, come on, man. Yeah, I know it's the players I know it's the players, but come on. Like, the reason why the players don't want to participate is because it's been trash for so long. So obviously you're not going to get the superstars because the dunk contest has been trash. All-Star games in general has been trash for at least 3-4 years now. Probably 5 years. Like nobody wants to participate because it's so trash. But you can't. Like the NBA right now, the NBA they're turning their backs on fans right now. Like if Lamelo is probably one of the most exciting players to watch on TV. If the fans voted him number one, why aren't y'all giving the fans what they want? That's bad for business. You know what I mean? Like you gotta do what's best for business. The coaches don't know what's best for business. Yeah, they voted Siakam and Mobley in the game because they're watching like they're watching it from a standpoint of how their team is successful. They're watching it as far as team success. They're not focusing on Siakam and Mobley as far as like excitement of what they bring to the fans because they don't bring no excitement. No offense, but Siakam doesn't bring no excitement to me or Evan Mobley, and they're both great players, but they're not make me want to turn the TV on or like Ja, for example. Yeah, Ja been hurt. I think it's a certain amount of games you can't play, and that's why I think that's why Ja didn't make it because he's been hurt so much this year. But let's get to the West because there's another problem in the West that I have with the West with Trae Young and Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero has been balling. He's been balling. He's much more deserved. I ain't gonna lie. I don't have a problem with Tyler Hero because he's been cooking with even with the whole Jimmy Butler situation. He's been cooking. So I think Tyler Hero's averaging like 25. He's been balling. He's been shooting the ball. Great. He's been doing what he has to do. But I'm just saying, if you want the viewers to go up for the NBA, you have to put in players like Lamelo and Trae Young. Like nobody wants to watch two big men catch the ball in the post and jab the whole time, and nobody wants to watch that. But anyway, we're gonna move on to the West now. So those were your All-Star reserves. Shout out to Cade for making it for the first time and for the Pistons to be where they are. Shout out to Cade. I thought Cade was gonna. I knew Cade was gonna make it. Because of how their team has played out. So yeah, shout out to Cade. You know what I mean? Hopefully, the Wizards can kind of look at the Pistons. They can kind of learn because right now the Wizards are terrible. I'm seeing that their stats is like, what's more possible, like the Wizards winning a game, or what's more possible, like the Wizards winning another game, or Victor Wembanyama not having a block in the game. That's crazy. And another stat was like, what's more likely to happen? LeBron having 10 points in the game, or the Wizards having, or the Wizards winning another game. That's wild. That's a wild stat. They were doing the Pistons the same way last year. So hopefully the Wizards can get some structure and they can kind of have something going next year to where they're in the conversation of making the playoffs. And hopefully Jordan Poole can kind of like get some structure and kind of like control his game because he's not playing like he just played for the Golden State Warriors. He's not playing like he learned from Steph Curry. Jordan Poole is looking like he just got drafted. Like this is like his rookie year. He's looking like a rookie, to be honest with you. Like it's free for all. And Kyle Kuzma, he jinxed the whole team. Last year he made fun of the Pistons and look what's happening. He made fun of the Pistons of them losing 20-something games straight, but look where y'all are. Y'all have lost like 16 in a row. Y'all have the worst. Bro, y'all don't even have a chance of getting the first round pick. And I wouldn't want Cooper Flag even coming to the Wizards because they're so trash. It's so bad to watch. I don't even watch them. And they played the Lakers last night, and the Lakers beat them with, the Lakers beat the Wizards last night by like 50 points or something crazy. And if you watch, like, they was playing like you can tell like the Wizards don't have no confidence because how they were guarding like the Lakers last night. They wasn't playing no defense. They wasn't playing with no heart, no nothing. They was getting cooked They've been getting cooked for a couple years now. But this year alone, they've been getting like barbecued, bro. like it's crazy, man, bro. Last night, man, it's insane. Last night, the Lakers lost to the Lakers by. Oh, I'm terrible at math. They lost to the Wizards by 38 points. Damn near 40. And LeBron was. I'm not going to speak on the Wizards too much because they don't really deserve to get talked about right now. But yeah, and now Kyle Kuzma is complaining, but he looked real dumb. Kuzma look real dumb right now. Like he should have just kept his mouth shut last. He should have not said nothing. Because now you're being talked about in the same situation as the Pistons last year. Look at the bright side. No, there is no bright side because y'all won 2 more games last year than the Pistons did around this time. I think they won like 4 games around this time last year or something like that. So, hey, I'm saying like 2 games ahead of them. Anyway, so for the West reserves, you got AD, Wemby, Jaren Jackson, shout to JJ, Sengun made it, Jalen Williams made it, Luka didn't make the All-Star team because he's been hurt so much, so I don't think he was able to even be All-Star this year. Who else made the All-Star team? Oh, James Harden made the All Star team. And obviously, like Ant-Man made the All Star team. Anthony Edwards made the All Star team. Okay, so how does Kyrie not make the All Star team? Yeah, I seen a clip of Stephen A. trying to make an argument for Norman Powell. I get it, but Norman Powell he's a role player. I'm be honest. Like he's a bucket, but he's a role player. I'm gonna just be honest. Now, if Ja didn't get hurt as much, he would have been an All Star this year. But as far as like Devin Booker and Sabonis, I get it. Sabonis is having a crazy year. I think he's leading the league in rebounds. He's averaging 20. I think Sabonis averaging like 21 points a game and like 13 rebounds, like 6 assists. I think he's averaging something crazy like that. But I get it. But then again, the Kings, they just started to win games, and they're the 10th seed right now. Now there's an argument. Um, so Wemby is in the All Star game, but his team is 12th. You can say the same thing about Lamelo. Lamelo's averaging 28. His team is 14th. They won 12 games. So you can kind of see like the fan. You can kind of see it's kind of like league. It's kind of like league control. Because if Wemby's team is 12th and Curry's team is 11th, but he's a starter, how come LaMelo couldn't be a starter if Curry and Wemby's teams are both like out the playoffs? How come LaMelo could be an All-Star? D Book is averaging 25, and the Suns are ninth. And I don't mean, and I'm gonna say this with all due respect, Jalen Williams shouldn't have made no All-Star team over Kyrie Irving. And if Luka was healthy, I don't think Sengun would have made it. I don't think Jalen Williams would have made it either. Hey, I don't think Jaren Jackson would have made it. If Luka was healthy, and the Mavs were where like the Nuggets are, or like where the Grizzlies or where the Rockets are. If the Mavs are like the second seed, Sengun, Jaren Jackson, they don't even make it. I think they get snubbed. And I think Kyrie Luka take Jalen Williams and Sengun's spot. And as far as Jaren Jackson, I think D Book would take his spot, which means that the West would have had no bigs off their bench. Now, okay, you can say for Tyrese Maxey as well. Tyrese Maxey is having a crazy year, but the Sixers they've been losing so much that there's no way he would have gotten in. You know what I'm saying? Orlando, Paulo France, they both didn't make it. They should have made it, yes, but you gotta understand this too. They've been hurt for like a few months. They've missed heavy games for like 2 months, so they wouldn't have made it. But if they were healthy, they definitely would have made it. Especially with Evan Mobley and Siakam, they would have made it with both of them. Evan Mobley and Siakam, y'all took Paulo, Franz, Trae, and Lamelo spot. And Darius Garland, I'm gonna be honest, Darius Garland wouldn't have made it. Like I think Lamelo should have made it over Garland. No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause Darius Garland's a great player, but he's not better than Lamelo to me. But going back to the West, yeah, I don't think he's been leading his team since Luka been hurt. Since Luka been hurt, bro, Kyrie's been holding his team down and they've been winning. Like they're in the play-in, but they still maintain like they still have maintained like the playoff contention. They still maintain kind of being the playoffs with Luka out because Kyrie he's been leading his team right now. The Mavs are the 8th seed, but they're about to be in that 7th, 6th spot. But Kyrie has been leading. And in the past, it was just crazy how people were saying how Kyrie's not a leader. and then he goes to the finals last year, and even this year he still has the team in playoffs in the playoffs with Luka been hurt all year. So it's like I think Kyrie. I know OKC is number one. I get it, but Jalen Williams is not better than Kyrie. And with all due respect, I want to see I want to see Kyrie Irving in an All Star game than Jalen Williams. Kyrie Irving, he's more flashy, he's more exciting to watch than Jalen Williams. No offense, but if this is an All Star game, and y'all try to get y'all views up. If y'all want to get y'all views up, Kyrie should have made it. Josh should have made it. Lamelo and Trae Young, them four should have made it. If you want the views not to go up, them four got to make the All Star team. Like again, all this is in the coach's hands. It's in the coach's hands, not the fans, and that's crazy. Because as a fan, I wouldn't want to see Evan Mobley, Siakam, and Jalen Williams. Like, no offense. I ain't gonna lie, Sengun is, Jaren Jackson low key, but at the same time, all their teams are winning and they're contributing to the wins. So they have to be rewarded. If they're playing good and their team is winning, they have to get rewarded, and this is the reward. I get it. So, you know what I mean? But that's really all I have to say. Lamelo for sure got snubbed. Trae Young got snubbed, and Kyrie got snubbed. I ain't gonna lie, but Trae Young been getting snubbed. He is snubbed every year. I think Trae Young has probably made like one. Trae Young was an All-Star starter one time and never made it back again because either it's guard heavy or the coaches just don't like it, or coaches and players just don't like him. I'm gonna be honest, because and I know Stephen A. said that Lamelo is shooting 42 from the field and 33 from the. We talking about All-Star. We're not talking about see. That's what I'm saying. You gotta separate like in-game situations, because his team to me been losing all year, but because it's Anthony Edwards, he has to be in the All-Star game. Same thing with Ja. Ja has to be in the All-Star game. You know what I mean? LaMelo has to be there. Trae Young has to be there. They went to the end season. They went to the NBA Cup. Yeah. I don't know, but that's the NBA for y'all. But hopefully y'all enjoyed this episode. It's very unfortunate that LaMelo didn't make it, Kyrie. But it's good to see that James Harden is back to being an All-Star again. No, real talk, like, I ain't gonna lie, James Harden deserved that. Yeah, Norman Powell is probably having a better Norman Powell, he's been cooking. He's been dropping 30 points, and he's been cooking. But James Harden really was holding it down while Kawhi was gone. And James Harden put up some numbers too. And he not too long ago he had 40. And James Harden is making that whole team better. So James Harden had to get rewarded, and he's an All-Star again. James Harden hasn't been an All-Star since 2021, I think. So it's good to see Harden back in the All-Star talks. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Again, shout out to KD. He's gonna beat Curry tonight. Embiid and Paul George, man, the Sixers are just a big disappointment. I think next year is probably y'all best bet. If not, Paul George, you might gotta pull a Jimmy Butler. And as far as Jimmy, I'm not gonna lie, at this point, man, y'all gotta trade Jimmy. And I think Jimmy's going to Phoenix. I'm gonna still say Jimmy going to Phoenix. I seen the Pelicans. He's not going to the Pelicans. That's a horrible situation for him. But he's gonna be cussing out Zion a lot. You know what I mean? no motivation down there. But I think Jimmy goes to Phoenix. I just seen some Grayson Allen and some. I just seen Nurkic and Grayson Allen are up for trade talks. So yeah. Hold on, I got some little free agent news. Hold on. The Orlando Magic have been speaking with the Phoenix Suns regarding Grayson Allen and Yusuf Nurkic. They have also shown a level of interest in Brooklyn's Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson going back to Phoenix. That's not a bad option. Cam go back to Phoenix. That's not a bad option. So it seems like teams are out to get Cam Johnson as well. If you ask me, I think Cam Johnson would be good with the Memphis Grizzlies, like a young team, like a Memphis Grizzlies, or I've heard the Bucks. Yeah, but Cam Johnson, he definitely got to get out of Brooklyn because it ain't the motivation over there. I think you put Cam Johnson. I think Memphis needs a small forward, like a Jimmy Butler type, Zach LaVine. They need something on that wing. Because right now it's like a rookie. It's a rookie playing the wing, and he good, but he not Jimmy Butler. Zach LaVine and Cam Johnson. Brandon Ingram, I don't think they don't need another ball handler because they got Desmond Bane who's starting. Desmond Bane is starting to become that ball handler. Shout out to Memphis. They won last night against Houston in a tight game without Ja. And shout out to Houston because Houston been cooking. Amon Thompson, amen. Amen been balling. Amen Thompson. He been balling. He been balling. Ime Udoka, comeback coach of the year, if that's even a award. Comeback coach of the year. Ime Udoka. Dead ass. But yeah, man. That's the show. I know I said 10 minutes, it's 27 minutes. Hopefully I enjoyed the episode, man. We'll see what happens with the WNBA as well. Shout out to USC and Juju. I got a Juju jersey coming in the mail. I got a Juju USC jersey coming in the mail. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Juju. They won against Minnesota yesterday and they played Iowa on Sunday. And Flajay said that South Carolina was trolling her with they was playing her dad's song. And I think LSU had lost to South Carolina. And I think it was Don Staley. I don't know, but she said somebody that's 50 years old was trolling her with the song in the arena, and that's kind of crazy. I think she was talking about Don Staley, but she said you 50 years old, you wildin'. I'm gonna assume Don Staley is 50 years old, but she been in the game for a minute, so I'm gonna assume she was talking about Don Staley. But Flajay said she felt disrespected by that, so I'm gonna leave that alone because I don't know too much about all that. I just found out I was watching her podcast, a Flajay podcast yesterday, and she had talked about it. I didn't know. I thought she was talking about Juju USC. I didn't know what I'm saying. But yeah, man. Hopefully I enjoyed the episode, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you're new. You know what I'm saying? Please subscribe. Please subscribe, bro. Y'all watching and not subscribing. It's crazy. Come on, man. I got 3 subscribers, bro. Come on, bro. I'm the most consistent on YouTube. Real talk. I'm gonna see y'all in the next episode, man. Free Trae Young, free Lamelo, free Kyrie, and free Ja. I'm gone.